Y'all not gonna see what I'm working on today, but as in I'm not flipping the camera. Or at least I didn't plan to. I don't know why I don't plan to, because, I might as well just grab the laptop. We got a dope one today, y'all. For the guys who joined, and if you're watching the replay, I promise you I got some good content coming for you. I'm going to load the laptop up. I was like, oh, I'm just going here and rant, but y'all never can see if I end up writing on the board. And I don't know why I'm positioned in front of the board and not over there, but might as well, just, yeah, let me get YouTube rolling. And I wanted to have a talk that I thought would be great for you guys. And we had a great week this week inside of the Six Figure Printer Blueprint program this week, man. We had some really great meetings. And I had to tell the crew that, man, we were having some really good meetings. And there we go. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Where you watching from? Oh yeah, let me know where you watching from. If you're watching replay, put it in the comments. Listen, if anything I say that as you're watching this, man, sparks something, leave a comment, man. Leave a comment. Interact with me so I can interact with you guys, because all of the things that I'm doing today, pretty much moving forward, is predicated towards teaching you guys what I believe it takes to build, honestly, any business. Okay? And the things that I work on and the things that I've done inside of very large companies, I believe is repeatable no matter what the product is. I have one that I'm going to do and show you guys in real time. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I'm giving you guys a look behind the thought process. So this is boards amongst boards, amongst whiteboards, uh, amongst whiteboards. This is loads of information, and people will not tell or show you this, right? But I'm showing you guys because I want you guys to understand. This is also papers among papers among papers of market research, right? I'm not going to go grab more papers. But the title of this, two people in NYC, what's up, man? The title of this is what I want you guys to grasp and understand. And let me spin the camera around real quick. I don't know if I'm going to really get on the board today, but I may get on the board today. Because I gave this conversation on Instagram, in my story, right? And what I'm trying to show you guys, and I want to make it very, very clear why this is titled the way that it's titled, it is, you have to challenge yourself to build a business, not to make t-shirts. The challenge is in building a business. Everything else is a tool to get the job done. So, however much money you want to make, however big you want the business to be, you got to define it, and then you have to try to build a business that will help you accomplish that. And in the grand scheme of things, you got to just, however much money you want to make. And everything isn't going to be about multi-million dollars. This may not be your multi-million dollar business, but this may be the thing that funds the startup of your multi-million dollar business. if that's your aspirations. I've never had like major aspirations coming up, and I know so many of you guys are just like this. Why? Because I talk to you guys. I had these conversations with one of the people inside the Six Figure Printer Blueprint Club, and it's like I've never. You just get up and you go with the flow of whatever the day takes you. And I'm telling you guys, I've lived that way for so long. 2017 to 2021, staying, what you guys seen on YouTube, was living day to day, happy to be able to pay the bills, happy to be able to take care of the family, and that was enough. Ups and downs, you know, sometimes you ain't got it, sometimes you got it, right? You got to go out and make some sales. You got like that hustle space. If you were around for that long, then I hope you see what I'm saying to you guys now. If you weren't, you just gotta take my word for it. And all them videos you can go back and watch if you want to. Somebody said unemployment is the final, or unemployed is the final boss. Indeed it is, right? Indeed it is. Um, and what I'm assuming she means by that, or he means by that, I don't know. But is, you know, the goal to not work for somebody else and work for yourself. So you're unemployed, but you have a business and it's working for you, and you know you get to experience some of that ultimate freedom, whatever that may mean to you. That's the ultimate challenge. The building a business is the ultimate challenge. Building the business, whatever business it may be, whatever business it may be, and I'm 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 I've actually just was watching something. I just stopped it because I was like, I know exactly what this person is feeling like. She said she started a business and she didn't think it was going to be a big business. She didn't get out and say, yo, it's gonna be $100 million business or whatever. Right? But she had to run through these challenges and tests in order to get the support that she needed to eventually build whatever it is. Which is what leads me to tell you guys that if you guys challenge yourself to build a business to help tool and fuel whatever it is that you're after in life, because that is the final boss, that is the ultimate goal. And it may not be clear to you now, young Stan, but the lessons that you're going through when you're learning a business, it translates to something that will help you defeat the final boss. I got a glimpse of that freedom over the last, not last 2 years, but the 3 years before that. I got a glimpse behind the scenes of what I would say equates to living like someone like a Gary Vee. Right? I got a glimpse of it. I had to market other people's businesses so I could go inside. So I had to give up what I was great at, my gift, and I had to go inside in order to learn everything else that I needed to learn. Everything else that I needed to learn. I put my time, I put my energy, I put my effort behind not the money. The money came with it. I put my energy and effort behind learning what I needed to learn. Ultimately, I knew I wasn't a part owner in those products and those companies. I was trying to figure out how to get a piece of ownership of those companies. I knew it was not likely that, based on what I had done, I would have gotten the love that I thought I deserved. But worth to me, even more than that, was the knowledge I acquired over that period of time. And the secret to all of this, and I know we're here for t-shirts, and I'm going to be going outside of t-shirts very soon here. But what I also want you guys to know and understand is that this is about building a business. T-shirts just happens to be the product. At the end of the day, you need a product. It can be a service, or it can be an actual physical or an actual product, intellectual. You need something to sell. Whatever it is, the things that you have to do are the same. So, I want to get on the board. I didn't take a picture of this to print it, because that's what I do. I mean, obviously y'all see it, right? I have all these meetings and all these ideas and dreams and things, or things that I'm working on rather. And I put them on whiteboards. I take pictures of them. I print them out. Then I hold on to them. Then I translate them into files or documents or different things that I was. What up, fam? So right here, and let me show you guys this. So right here is a product that I'm working on. I'm really excited about this one, guys. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys will show up and support. But I am really excited about this one. Try to get y'all back now. Alright, I just wanted to get things. Trying to get where I can see myself, because I'm so used to being able to look at myself, y'all. Y'all know how it is. I ain't got to tell you, y'all real ones, man. Alright, there we go. That should be good. So I'm really excited about this one right here. And I also hope that for you guys who are longtime followers and supporters of your boy here, I hope that you guys support this project I'm working on now. But only if you think it'll help you. I think it'll help you. I think it's a great introduction. Not this one in particular, but what I'm working on next, no matter where you are. Right? If you have the opportunity to support me, I would appreciate it. And this product here, in this overall company, is my opportunity to show you guys what I have done inside of companies since 2020, 2019. And maybe even before that, but really in 2020, really in 2024, right? 2020, 2023. I'm going to lay out play by play today in this video of a business plan for a product. Now, I'm telling you guys a little bit, but this first leg of the product, I am really not going to be a focal point. I am not going to be the driving factor for the success of this product. So I want you guys to understand I'm laying out the blueprint for marketing and launching and setting up the business behind any product. This is the same thing that I'm teaching inside of the Six-Figure Printer Blueprint program. The same steps, the same things I got to figure out. Okay? And so I set out and I had to build a website. And so I start mapping it out. I start wireframing it throughout this process. And up here, what you guys see is the website. This is the home page. This is once they click the button to go through the process of how I want the website to be built. And what that means is I had to create a home page in order to actually get this thing ready for sale. Now, I have the skill set to do that somewhat. Even this is going to be really challenging to me. I'm going to have to pull out some mental tricks and bags and try to figure some things out. But last night I built the home page and it looks amazing. I'll show you guys real quick. I can do that. That I can do. I built the version. Let me see if y'all can see. I built the version of the home page. Colors not there. Photos and all of that stuff not really there. But the functionality of the home page. Right? So I built that last night. Hope you guys could see it. Let me know if y'all got a view of that so I can talk about it. And that is almost, not exactly, but this is the vision that as I put things in there and I lay it out, I move it around and do different things like that. So I've got a picture of this. I want to tell you guys what you need to build any business, including a t-shirt business. All my own original thoughts. Alex, I got a platform called mygourmetwebsite.com. I got the team in the Six-Figure Printer Blueprint program building sites right now. I'm letting them build them on their own, and then I'm giving them more information on. I sent them in there blind, Alex. I sent them in there blind. Let me put it in the chat right here. You need to build a website. Go here. Saying it's like the same price as Shopify, nothing crazy, but it will also do email marketing for you inside the platform. So you can get started cheaper and then you can add email marketing later. I'm going to tell you guys, once I do this, the price is probably going to go up. So sign up now. And the reason the price is going to go up is because once I'm done, I'm going to basically give you guys all of the emails and all of that kind of stuff that will actually allow you to run your business a lot more smooth, where it'll do all of the following up and all of that stuff for you guys. But anyway, that's not the topic of the talk here. So I want to show you guys what you need in order to build a business and to give you guys the steps. Now, I don't have this predefined in my head. I got it. Actually, I probably do. I just don't have it in front of me, right? I do have some notes on this in my large drive, but the first thing you need is you need a product. You gotta have a product. Y'all need me to get closer? It's just a good view. You gotta have a product, right? It doesn't matter what it is. For you guys, it may be t-shirts, right? It could be a t-shirt business. It could be the press. I'm using a press right now. I got phlebotomy school. I got t-shirt side hustle. Right? You got to have some type of product. It could be a physical product. It could be a service. It could be anything that you have. Right? That's the first thing that you have to do. And I need to move this over because I'm probably going to do 2 columns. So let me rewrite that. First thing you need, right here, product. Any product. I ain't gonna break the little ones over again. You got a product. Okay, Stan, today I'm just gonna use, y'all want me to use the product or y'all want me to use the t-shirt business? I'm telling y'all it does not matter. Which product would y'all like me to use? Or y'all can call out something else and I'll tell you exactly. If anybody, better yet, I like that idea. If anybody here has a different side hustle, put it out here and let me tell you exactly what I would do. I had this conversation with this lady at one of the shows in the room about her keys. She actually emailed me. I gotta find that email and I gotta hit her up. Because she had these keys that went viral during TikTok time that she sold to realtors. And then I just couldn't figure out. I'm like, okay, like how many keys do they buy? What's going, like I had to get some questions from them, like, because I don't understand how this is sustainable. Eventually, at some point, you run out of realtors and they only have to buy 1 key. That's not good. And so I'm like, so we keep talking, and then we come up with a plan that'll pretty much put her business on a subscription basis. Now I gotta go follow up with her and see how she's doing. I'm gonna go, that is my goal, is to follow up realtor. Hey, if y'all serious about business, you need to get one of these boards. This is like $30 board, whiteboard. This ain't even that expensive. What's up? What's up? I need a side hustle. I need somebody to give me a business. And don't tell me a clothing brand, Alex. Any business, any product. Name it out. Let's make a business plan for this product right now. Hey man, y'all ain't gonna participate. I'm gonna be out. A toy car. All right. I mean, I don't really canvas printed a toy car. I'm not very creative. I just don't know. Yeah, you read my mind. I like electronics charging stations. I don't want to skip over toy car because I feel like toy car proves to me that I can do it. I just don't even understand. I like the dirt bike rental. So I'm going to do 2 at once. I'm going to do the chat. We could drop ship toy cars. So I'm gonna do toy cars because I feel like that's a challenge. I'm gonna just paint a picture of what I would do with it. And then I'm gonna do dirt bike rental because I like local business. So that gives me a wide range. So we got dirt bike rental. I like that because it's local. And I like toy car rental. Not toy car rental, but toy car because it's a niche. The principle that I work on is local or niche. Remember I wrote that book, Niches Bring Riches? Local or niche. Sip and smoke shop. I like that. But you can apply that based on local principles. You understand that sometimes you don't have something that's local, you're in a niche. So a toy car, maybe I can find some toy car collectors, but the vast majority of people around me probably won't need a toy car in the manner that I'm thinking about it. You can do the little racetrack with that too. So, all right, let me just focus in, right? Toy car rental. Me and my homies renting Hot Wheels for 2 hours, for an hour or two. You can you can do the gas racing. You can have a racetrack for it and build out. It's a lot of stuff you can do. But anyway, all right. So we need a product. So we got our products up here, right? The second thing we need is branding, right? The second thing we need to do is brand it up. We need a name and all of that kind of stuff. Now, these, what order should I put them in? I'm not even going to put them in this. I'm going to change the order. And I'm going to try to give them what order I would go through. So after that, we need pricing, aka market research. We need to make sure it's profitable. We need to find a market and a place where we can sell it. Okay? So if I said my local for a dirt bike rental, so that's just local. I'm going to sell it locally. For my toy car area, what I would do is I would see if there's any conferences or online communities. Right? Now, in the process of this, I'm going to see, is there any dirt bike rental places in my area? Okay? Yes, no. If there is, I'm going to get the pricing based on the local market. If there's not, I will go expand my search to see what the pricing for it is. Now, one of the things we're going to do in this process is we got to figure out how we're going to stand out, but I'm not going to go too far, right? So here, local pricing, spread it out. What's the going rate for renting a dirt bike, right? Over here, and we're running the local business. Over here, we're going to look online and see, like, okay, how much is a premium toy car going to sell for? Right? Cool. We got that. That's market research. As we're doing market research, we are going to, in one way, shape, or form, we got to test the market. Now, this is where we're going to sample. Basically, at this level, we're going to find people to give away some shit to see if people will want it in the market. Is there a place where, maybe there's not a dirt bike rental place, but is there a place where people go to ride dirt bikes? I would go to them and say, look, I want you guys to better. It's two things I would do. I would probably start doing lessons first. Then I would do rental. Then I would do tracks. And then I would do sales. Right? So when we go back to product, now we're actually packaging up this is where I'm packaging up down here. So lessons, tracks, rentals, sales. Here's my different revenue possibilities. I don't have to do them all at once, but I want to know where this is going to lead at to me. Right? So I want to go out here now and I want to give out and see, hey, where are people riding bikes in my local area? Do people want to learn in my local area? I would go to the people riding and say, hey, you got any friends that would like to ride with you guys but can't afford a bike? Well, I'm going to be doing a bike rental service. So now you can go ride with your friends because they don't have to, y'all don't have to share a bike. You can bring them with you and they can rent a bike from me. What I'm doing in this process is I'm sampling it out. I'm testing to see what the market wants based on the market research that I did, and now I package it up. So what do I do for a toy car? Once I know where they are, I now can figure out and say, you know what? What is the toy car market missing? Here's what I would do. If I really wanted to make a splash, I would contact every online personality in the toy car market. I know a little bit because I met this guy one time who he did hand painted. They would basically, he would hand paint these cars, and he would do things with the white toner printer for these cars, make the stickers and stuff like that. But they built up these toy cars. So I would go to them and say, hey, you want your own car? So I would create the same thing I created right here, literally. The blueprint is the same. I would create kits where people could build and customize cars. I would rebrand them for anybody with a following. So I would look for, I just call them influencers like they do. I would look for influencers in the space, right? I would give them a custom car. We would make them for their brand, and I would let them distribute them to their audience. That's a quick way. All in the meantime, I have my stock cars that when they do this, they're entered into my database, my system, and now I can market to them as time goes on. So if I had a toy car, that's what I would kind of do. All right, now, once you package it up, you need branding. Branding comes with, across the board, we're just going to go, you need logo, you need a website, I think you need flyers, those are the 3 core things that you need. Once you have that, you go to market. Now you go to market. You got your product, it's packaged, you know how much it's selling for, you know it's profitable, you know where you're going to go to sell it. Now this is where marketing comes in. This is where you let the ideas flow, right? So if I had a rental, right? I would want to sell a subscription. I would want to sell a subscription, and I would want to create something unique, right? And the dirt bike isn't itself unique. If I got one, they got 10, they got one, right? The same one, the 150s, 100s, whatever the case is. Maybe I have some premium ones or something like that. But at the end of the day, they're getting to ride the dirt bike. So in order to give the subscription, there's a few things I would do. I would create a time card where the winners, based on time, get a prize every week or every month. I'm trying to incentivize them to come back 3 times a year, or let's say every quarter. I would change the track. I would spend the money to change the track based on the amount of the amount of revenue that I could generate with the subscription. I would bring back and I would charge up. I would change up the track rather. So let's go over here in the toy car market. I would already create this. I would do like a monthly car subscription. This may not be easy to get in the beginning, but we're hoping that we get some traction from contacting and marketing scales that we're working on. in the process of this, you got to create something that's unique. By changing the track on a quarterly basis, I'm giving people, enthusiasts, a reason to come back, right? At least once a quarter. Once a quarter. At least once a quarter, I'm trying to get people to come back. Hey, every time they come, hey man, thank you for visiting. Y'all know we change tracks every quarter. Cool. Get their email information as they participate. Guess what's going to happen? Right as the track, new track unlocked. This is oh shoot, let me get the track's levels. And we just upped the track level right here. Last month it was a 5. This month it's a 6. Arbitrary difficulty level. Maybe I got 2. I got a beginner track and another one. Just giving y'all ideas. So in the process to this car thing, we gotta find what's going to make us unique. Making a car custom to different influencers, cool. What I decided, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm giving y'all the game right now, trust me. What I decided to do with this project here is like, yo, you know what's never been done? You can never pick your own color. You got what you got, and that was it. But why we can't customize this to your brand color? I got chrome. I just picked chrome because I was made it black, but everything, my wall over there is black. So let me get a chrome one. And I painted this myself. I painted this myself. I'm gonna put the video out soon as the landing page is up. What up, Stan? Big fan of yours and been watching for a while. Keep doing what you're doing. You definitely dropping jewels. Appreciate it, fam. Repaint, tune-up option, low cost weekly, a monthly tips, keep upkeep. Yep. And let me preface this part right here, right now, before I go back on the board. Ideas for people on the sidelines are plentiful. Ideas for people on the sideline are plentiful. It's about taking what I'm giving you and applying it to your business. The principles. I'm making this up on the fly. But if this was my business, this is what I actually would be doing. These are the things I will be trying. And I'm going to erase all this, and I'm going to talk y'all through the business plan for the press kit. I'm going to talk y'all through the business plan for the press kit. Right now. So I'm trying to find something that's going to make me unique. Maybe that'll make me unique. Maybe this will make me unique. I don't know what the market is, if these things are already out there, they already exist. But you can do the same thing here that you did here. We can do a paint competition. We can do a competition every month from the monthly car and create a giveaway based on that. Hey, for 12, every month I'm going to be giving away, you'll get a free subscription if you have the best painted car. So you'll get 12 months free toy cars. For toy cars, you can play off Build-A-Bear. People can build their own toy car, expand the kids and party at. That's it. That is it. And you know what makes this all possible? So the tool that you need to get this all done is you need a 3D printer. Anybody can have a 3D printer, you're correct. But this is where branding and packaging come in. This is where creating a brand comes from. Anybody can have a 3D printer and print. Anybody can print t-shirts. But your branding, your delivery, your packaging of the service, your marketing is what's going to ultimately give you a business. Because anybody can have the product you have. You got to find a way to make it unique, or, quote unquote, make it seem unique. And then from here, once you get all this stuff done, It's all you live right here. Everything you do, once you do all of this, lives right here. And a part of the marketing is, your email, your call to actions, and automations. It's all the same in here. Now, for this, any local based business, I'm looking for anywhere that there's some sort of directory. If I had a restaurant, I'm looking for food reviewers. I'm looking for somebody who does things to do on Instagram. The best way to market in these day and ages is either pay an influencer or give them an opportunity to make money, or give them something custom and unique to them. That's the way to move these days. And it don't matter what the product is. There's a niche for everything. Literally, I wrote a book called Niches Bring Riches. Trust me. Did this make sense? Was this enlightening? I hope. I don't know. This is the stuff that I think about all day. I get up in the morning and I do this all day. I end up with all of these whiteboards of stuff. Well, it's stuff that matters, but you got to work on it. You got to work on it. This is what I've been doing officially since 2020. So, back to this. One of the things that I've always said and I've always done is like, bro, I'm not about to just go out here and say nothing great about something that I don't believe in. I wholeheartedly believe that people need to screen print. You guys out there need to screen print. And the reason I believe that is because I know the control it gives you of your business. When it comes up against things that are going on, you should probably be doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing. Meaning, when people are scared, you should be excited. You should be optimistic. You should be unafraid. If everybody's all hunky-dory, you should be wondering, like, when is this going to end? And it's not like welcoming bad thoughts. It's just doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing. You should start thinking the opposite of what everybody else is thinking. Because everybody and their mama is telling me they don't see how a screen printing is done for. It's dead. However, I say you guys could all be right. But I think there's something missing here. And there's a reason why. And I can say that because I actually do it. I know it's missing. I know the challenges that I had. So you know what? I'm going to welcome on a new world of screen printers. And it's not this or that you guys want us to believe. I never really put this together too tight. Oh, it took me 13 minutes. It took me 13 minutes to put together. I had so much fun putting it together. And I said, you know what? We're going to give them the kit and let them put it together. Now we don't got to charge them for it. So we didn't really change the screen printing press. You know, we may have this. The functionality is still the same. So how do I make this unique? I'll let you build it. So we're going to say unique. I don't even know what I'm writing right now. We're going to let you build it. So originally when I said we're going to let you build it, I was just thinking about color. I wasn't thinking about you actually assembling the press. What I also wanted to do was I wanted to give a unique buying experience. don't know if you guys know this, but people pay a premium for an experience. You pay a premium to go to Disneyland versus going to the dirt bike rental down the street because you're going after an experience. Well, as I put this thing together, I'm like, yo, this is fun. They're just gonna let them put it together. So it turned from color to you actually assembling it. You got to do the assembly yourself. And I'm like, you know what? Crafters and makers will love that because that's what they do. And so now I can not charge for assembly, adding into my unique experience. My unique experience is you pick the press, you pick the color, you pick the accessories, you pick the kit. You pick the press, you pick the kit. Meaning you get to pick I don't know what I wrote here. I think I was writing assembly. Whatever. Accessories. There we go. What am I about to say? So you get to pick the accessories. How you want to print? Do you want just the kit? Do you want a screen print with vinyl? Do you want to traditionally get it done? How many inks do you want? You want 6 additional inks. We're going to give you 2. You want 6 additional inks. You want 12. How many screens you want? You pick up and you add and you drop what you don't need. Most of the kits, they come pre-packaged for you. You know what? If you get a dryer, guess what you get to do with that dryer? You get to pick the color. So instead of making a unique product, we decided to give a unique experience. This is what I decided to do. Hoping that that unique experience will trigger anybody that was on the fence about or wanted to learn screen printing. Now you get to have a press and have it your way. Have it fit your color scheme. Have it do the things that you want to do. Now, in everything that we're doing, we got challenges. So what challenges do I face with bringing a screen print machine to market? The challenge I face is right now, DTF is the craze. People think it's messy. They don't have the space. If y'all got any questions, y'all can let me know. I'll just keep ranting for a little bit longer. I'm expecting Dallas to be down here at any given moment. Right? So what I do is I got to come back and I got to combat that. And then I got to say, you know what? Based on these challenges, you know what I got to do? I got to make screen printing seem easy. Because it is. People will get to the show, they print with me, they be like, dang, you know, it's that easy. If you see me at the shop, there's a little bit of work, but isn't everything a little bit of work? When that detail printer goes down, and you got to change the print head or try to get it running, don't it get a little messy? Is it a little work required, a little knowledge required? Well, this is easy. I print clean. Y'all see my spot. I drop some ink, I pick it up. I teach people who want to print to pick it up. So I need to make it easy. So you know what? I'm going to make this process easy because I'm going to focus on 3 things you got to do. You got to burn or create the screen. You got to print. What's the 3rd thing you got to do? Y'all give me some answers. Because I'm going to see if y'all come up with the answers that I came up with. The ones that come off the top of the head. But I said I got to be better. I got to challenge myself to be better. I'm going to tell y'all what. I I don't know if I can do this yet, so I don't want. Y'all know I used to jump the gun and give stuff away. I give a press kit away to anybody who can answer correctly. What's the three-step processing? The three-step process to screen printing. You got to give it to me in three steps. So, burn, print, what? I'm gonna give y'all 60 seconds. At 10, better yet 10:33, because I don't know how far we into 10:31. At 10:33, burn, print, press. We got press. DTF is a nightmare. I've lost so much inventory trying to clean a line or line up the images. I know. It gets ignored because that's what they want to sell you. That's their moneymaker. That's not in your best interest. That's in their best interest. It's in their best interest. And it may be a good thing for you, but the way that it's pushed across everybody, it's not the best option or not what everybody's going to do. What we talked about earlier in this process was the fact that you are the thing that's going to make you unique. You got to make the best decision for the business that's going to ultimately help you get to where you want to go. And DTF may not be a part of the plan for the business that you want to run at a low scale. Design, what? Design, burn, print. Y'all know I'm a little, so you said design, burn, print. That's a good one. Heat set. I'm looking for one specific word. Y'all on the right path. So we got dry, and then we got heat set. How much of a I don't know how much of a stickler I want to be, but cure, that's it. Burn, print, cure. All right, Alex, I got you, and then I'm gonna give it to you. MC Coffee Baldwin, email me. T-shirts sidehustle@gmail.com. Don't bullshit me, people. So you got these other things that are around it, right? You got cleanup. You got design that could be up here. I feel like design already comes. So some things, design already comes with the territory, right? If I'm purely, some way, shape, or form, I got to design. And that's something that we got to cover. But if I want to simplify this, remember, people think it's too hard. I ain't write that one up there. It's too much to do. So I got to try to make it simple. So I don't want, and when you are explaining what you do or how easy it is to work with you, or you want to keep it from either 3 or 5. How do people work with you? 3 or 5 steps. And if you can do it in 3, try to do it in 3. So design comes with the territory. Anybody trying to print shirts know they need to design. So that goes without saying. I will still have to educate on it, but on the front end, It's implied. So what do I actually have to teach you to do? I got to teach you how to burn a screen or create a screen. I have to teach you how to print a t-shirt. And then we have to cure the shirts. Cleanup is something else that they don't like because they think it's messy. So in the process, we create burn, print, cure. That's how easy it is to create a t-shirt. I'm gonna ingrain that in everybody's head. We are ignoring cleanup. We are ignoring cleanup. It's not a part of this process. Or when we do clean it up, I'm a beast with cleanup anyway. I got my S-wipe. So I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna show you how easy it is. With my S-wipe, 2 wipes and I got my screen clean. 2 wipes. The tip's gonna be, don't over ink the screen. I'm gonna teach you just to put just enough. I'm gonna show you my S-wipe formula. Y'all better listen. I'm telling y'all, what I'm giving y'all right here, this is the business plan. The same whiteboard I'm writing on and took pictures of and printed, I'm giving it to y'all. Now, my goal for this is to do $500,000 in sales in 2026. My goal is to have everybody screen printing again. That's my goal. To have all 15 of you guys out there screen printing again. And how am I going to get you guys to do that? Well, a 12 by 12 DTF print. Somebody give me a price for a 12 by 12 DTF print. Right? So let's say we're doing 50 shirts. We're only going to take what is unique. Come on, I need somebody do 12 times 12 times 0.03. Done. That's it, Alex. That's it. I'm about to use you as a quote on the website. It's easy. Everybody think it's hard. What's 12 times 12 times 0.03? I think it's like 432 if I'm not mistaken. I only got one phone right there. Yeah, darn that boy good. Darn that boy good. So we got 432 in cost. How long does it take me to screen print 50 shirts? I'm going to say, I'm going to give a slow time. Let's say you can do 60, nah. I feel like a slow time for me is like 80 an hour. If it's a one color. Let's just say you can do 80 an hour. So that's going to take you 35 minutes to print. DTF, you can do about screen heat pressing. You can do about, I would say 60 an hour, 1 a minute. I ain't even gonna go crazy with the I'm not even gonna go crazy with the like the post press and all that stuff. Right? Here, we got another 10 minutes, let's say another 20 minutes to make and clean up. So this is 55 minutes. This one here is gonna be, let's just say 50 minutes. Now, I'm assuming here that you got a print and a dryer, okay? So I'm not like you bringing the flash over, holding it, and coming back. We just printing and we run it out, right? So, is this really faster? There's pros and cons to everything, right? Now, where I believe people always want to say we need to do this or that, but that's not the case. It's this and that. It's what's best for the job. So everything has its pros and cons. The number of colors. 1 to 2 colors, keeping it clean. And then any, full color. So where screen printing wins is in this 1 to 2 color range. So some of you guys are printing this right here as a DTF print because it's easy, but it's costing you $4.17 every time you do it. Let's just say this kit right here, the kit that you got, it's not gonna be worth it. It's not gonna cost $1,000. But let's say you was fancy and you got the craft kit, and it cost you $1,000. Or you know what? Let's say you got a real shop set up, and we want to come in somewhere around $500. So let's say it was your kit cost you $5,000 because you got a semi-professional kit. So if you were to divide 417 by 500 or 5,000, you would get an answer somewhere around 1,000 shirts. I don't know exactly. Y'all can tell me. 5,000 divided by 4.17. Somewhere around 1,200 shirts. Okay. So this is where we at. $11.99. For you guys who have gotten started printing, have you printed more than 1,199 shirts yet? This ain't got nothing to do with the profit. This ain't got nothing to do with what you're charging your customer. This is, if you're printing 1 and 2 color jobs with DTF prints, you're meaning your job has 1 or 2 colors in it, this is money that you will save by not taking the easy way out. And ultimately, how much time do you save per 50 shirts? Here, you're at the mercy shipping. I got a 20-minute setup time. Let's say it's a 30-minute setup time if I'm slow. But over here, I gotta wait. I gotta wait for UPS, FedEx. So I can't take rush orders. The last rush order I charged somebody, I charged them $250. I charged him $300, but I put my logo on the back of his shirt and I gave him a little $50 break. I charged $250 for the last time somebody called me in a rush. So not only am I saving money, I got control. So a DTF person will say, well, you can't do so many colors. I mean, I could probably do up to 4 for this in this setup, but maybe I can do 6. I can do a full color process. But again, this isn't this or that. It's this and that. Now we say, do you buy a machine or do you not? Well, you got to consider the pros and the cons. I say you don't buy a machine until you spent enough money on transfers, and then you go consider everything. So if you ain't made, your machine gonna cost you $10,000, and you have not made $10,000 selling DTF transfers, or spent $10,000 on DTF transfers, hell no, don't buy a DTF printer. You ain't even doing enough DTF business to keep it running, let alone deal with the headaches and problems that come with it. Because there's hidden costs to running a DTF machine, and you're running now not a t-shirt business, you're running a DTF business. People get it confused all the time. So when I come back and say, I got this product, I'm going to let everyone, I want to empower the next generation of screen printers. Ryan Moore did a great job. It's my turn now. Ryan Moore did a great job. It's my turn now. Where did you put the logo by the collar on the? About 2 inches down. So when it comes to what he dealt with back then and what we dealing with now is not the same. So I gotta present myself with the rebuttals to everything that I'm going for, and I got to present my case. We going to court. I'm going to court with the DTF community, and we presenting our case. I should probably do this as a series. Hey, if I had somebody good to do this and get me, or verse me, like we could do the People's Court type deal. When you added your logo, I mean, huh? Where did you put the logo? By the collar on the back. When you added your logo. I don't know what you mean, fam. This, like right here. So, I just presented a case for why y'all should be screen printing. And now I got to go through the other objections. The space. Well, the bigger one probably be about this big, but I'll probably be able to pick it up a little bit more heavy, but I'll be able to pick it up too. Cool, no problem. You can fit. It can fit in the space. You know what? This thing is so great. You just put it off to the side. Ah, sit it down. It's good. Keep things social and transparent. Your issues are probably everyone. That's exactly it. Exactly it. Oh, on the back. So on the back of my so if usually when people they had like already sponsored shirts, like sponsors for the event, and then when they had sponsors for the event, what I ended up doing was I just said, hey, I'll add my logo as a sponsor. So at the top, I put my logo and then I put printed by Gourmet Print Design, and I put the website underneath for mine. Everybody else just had their logo, but I like to do that printed by, shirts printed by on there, and I just added it to the back. What's up, Dally baby? Good morning.
Why is it heart on there?
Huh?
Why is it heart on there?
Somebody wrote it on there. You want it? Okay, you can have it. Hold on.
No.
I scratched you.
You shattered me.
I'm sorry.
Your nail's gonna be cut.
You gonna cut them for me?
Why?
Cause you said they need to be cut.
With little scissors?
With nail clips.
Nail clips? Where do your nail clip lie?
I don't know. I'll get Blair to cut it. Let me get it for you.
But can they come off?
What?
I want paints.
I run into the store.
What store?
The balloon store, that CVS.
You give her that donut off the top of the stairs. Yeah, it looks nice. She maybe did a good job. It is big, but
I don't like it, but it'll work for them.
here,
Paint.
go get your donut. It's on top of the fridge. Don't leave it there. You take it with you. It's yours.
Okay.
What's up, bro? I need a small 6-color t-shirt mean without spending tens of thousands of dollars. I find folks like trends, then don't get into about how real things are done. Registration has a learning curve, and people feel things are new. Have a nice stream. Gotta go. Peace. Peace out, fam. What's up? Huh? Can you get my phone? It's upstairs. It's on the by the bed. Go get it. If you don't see it, Kylie got your tablet. Get your tablet. So Alex, I'm working on that. We working on yeah, we're working on that. So if you don't need a full shop, then you should be able to do so that fine. Huh? Okay. So here's the thing. That's another thing. He just mentioned registration in that comment. Registration has a learning curve. Right? That could be one of the problem points, right? Something that we gotta teach. But one, we're only focusing on one color now. So this is one color printing. Two, when you get to that next level, I don't know how to register. Well, I do. I do everything by eye. I don't use micro registration. So I know how to register designs, and I do it by eye. It takes some time, but it's learnable. It's not that hard.
Papa was on a desk.
Okay. You know how to unlock it? You just want to be in the camera. Here. It's your crusty face.
Huh?
Crusty face.
No. Papa, what are you doing?
I'm working.
Why do you have blue?
Because I was writing in blue.
No, there's 1, 2. There's 4, 3 blues.
It is.
No.
Just in case one dies, and I can use a different one.
So what color is that one
I don't know.
inside?
You know what color they are. You know your colors, don't you? All right, go get your donut.
Okay.
I have a 6-color, but it's huge. It's just about for sale. Put it up for sale. Let's get you a new one. What else we got? So, I only know how to register by eye, but I'm also going to do things based on my skill set. So, I don't have to. Who says I have to have this crazy multicolored design like Lee Stewart would print? That doesn't have to be my business model. It doesn't have to be my customer base. I can just do schools and stuff like that, which will be simple, easy, no problem. Stuff for me to do. I can do 2-color designs that the colors don't touch. It's crazy because now today I was printing more multicolor stuff than I printed in the past. And just having better equipment, like the stuff I learned doing was not great. But it also is probably the reason why I think I may be so good at just registering something. I don't have to use micros because I do it by eye. And sometimes it takes me a little longer for sure. I remember, y'all remember the guy Waldo who was messing with me? Where's Waldo now? The first original Where's Waldo, not Mr. Clean Waldo. The original Where's Waldo. he made fun of me because we were on an auto machine and they were struggling to line it up. And what I ultimately figured out was that they slightly burned the screens different, and it changed. They had to reprint in order to get it lined up, right? But I wasn't there for the process of like them making the films or whatever. So sometimes you walk into a situation thinking something's right, and it's just not right. But you came in at the final step, and then you gotta backtrack everything. And remaking a screen is the last thing you're probably gonna think of. But eventually in the process, I'm like, yo, where the films at? So I got the films, then I line the films up like, yo, these don't even, we over there struggling with the press for an hour because these things don't even line up. Back in the day, I had a professor make us do a 4-color on 1-color press. Those registration marks killed us. At the end, we were lucky if we got 20 good prints out of 100 we started with. Indeed. Yes. Well, you got the phone. You don't need your tablet. Dallas, go sit down and eat your donut. Dallas, go give me my phone back. Well, what you want me to do? You just want everything. Sit down and eat that donut, girl. It's crazy because the folks at Renner, man, these guys are so cool. They counted me out. They didn't think that we would make it. Y'all still with me? Can you call your mom on the phone real quick? Let me see the phone. Okay. Call your mom on the phone real quick. Let me see the phone. I might lose all my people. I was wondering why this number was going down. I ain't know. I'm like, what in the world? What happened? Everybody just dropped off. Boop, boop. You just try to run out here and ain't take me with you? You ain't even tell me. You just ran it. You just ran it by and ran out the door. I'm still on live. Where you at? I'm trying to get some crabs, but all right. Bye. Ryan and the guys make. Huh? I don't know. Oh, so that it probably died back when I was talking about her and her 4-color job. Y'all ain't hear that either. When I said Ryan did a good job, that's when it died. I don't know where y'all want to pick up at. Forget where we was. Forget where we was. Let's go where we gonna go. Where y'all want to go with this conversation today? I think I'm about to go sit down. Dang, that was a long time ago. I said Ryan did a good job. It's my turn to pick up the slack. It just killed my momentum, man. I was going crazy too. I was talking up until I commented. So that was probably at least, maybe 5 minutes or so. But what else y'all got for me, man? Any more comments? Would you recommend working with Shannon or Richard Shannon from Brands and Empires? I'm in the group. If you are in his demographic, I for sure think it's working. I know his focuses are businesses that are doing a little bit more in revenue. But yeah, huh? You cold? Well, go in the house. Well, go get your robe that you took off. It's in the floor in front of the TV. This ain't shirt professional. This is business. This is business. We got to keep focused on the main things that everybody's ignoring. That's what I find out. That's what I found out. Even myself was ignoring it. I had to learn it at a higher level to know what I know now. But at the end of the day, we got to challenge ourselves to build a business. What y'all think about my press, man? What y'all think about the press? I was going to let you guys name the press, but I named her Katie. I was going to do this little thing, but I named it Katie. So if y'all see this on Instagram later, I'm marketing, okay? So I'm going to put a poll out, what should I name this press? But this is a craft press kit. The craft press kit comes in 2 sizes. This is the mini, or the light. The light is for like cozies and pockets and sleeves. And then the regular craft press kit will be a 14 by 14 for t-shirts. And if we come out with a pro, the pro may change colors. You may be able to print multicolor on a single press if we change that. All right, man. My momentum has died. So, if you guys got anything else, if not, I'm gonna call it a live, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me today. I definitely hope y'all got something out of this. I think we had some great, promising conversations, and I hope to be able to show y'all where we end up in a year and a half from now. I really hope, everything I projected and think could happen could completely go the opposite, and everybody else could be right. But I'm not too sure. So I'm here for the challenge. We're gonna try to figure it out. Check this girl out, y'all. Come on, come show me your heels.
No, no.
Huh?
They can't see it.
Huh? They gonna see it. It's about to come on. It's a delay. They're watching in real time, but that screen is delayed a little bit.
Oh, is that yours? Is that you?
Yeah,
Where's me?
right there. You see?
Yeah. Tails. Cover my feet up.
They can see it. You see it?
They might now.
They yours now? All right. Well, close your robe up.
Can I wear these for school?
You can't wear them heels in school, girl.
Yeah.
I don't even like you got them on, because you acting too grown. Yeah, heels are for grown people.
Okay.
They said nice shoes, Dallas. What you say?
They cool.
You want to do the dance real quick before I get off?
Yes.
You ready?
Yeah.
You're going to face right here. You're going to face this way with me. You ready? Go ahead. I thought we was going to do the girl, I need you now more
Oh,
than
no,
me.
I got
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like a virus out my head. Like hit my heart. That's a photo. A virus out my head. Like
Put
hit my heart back together.
I feel slow down on my head. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.
You're off?
They said my shoes, Dally. They cracked jokes. They said you got my shoes on. Whose shoes is these?
Mine.
All right, y'all. I'm out.
Me too.